Old English Song is the last selection on page 30. When I look at this piece, boys and girls, I see a lot of repeated patterns. We're going to talk about them right now. The very first two measures are exactly the same as measures 3 and 4. So you have two measures and two measures that are exactly the same. And then in the second line, we have the first three measures are exactly the same. Excuse me. I'd like to clap out some rhythms. We have eighth notes coming into this song. Now we've had eighth notes before. We had them in Joyful, Joyful. Remember, eighth notes are the notes that are connected with those buddy bars, up top or below, depending which way the stems are going. We're going to be clapping out the rhythm in measure 2, which is the same as measure 4. So put your eyes on measure 2. You have quarter note, eighth, eighth, quarter note, quarter note. Let's do that again, please. Quarter note, eighth, eighth, quarter note, quarter note. Let's count it out, and we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So those eighth notes, the notes that are connected with that black line, what I call a buddy bar, they are only worth a half of a beat. Okay, second line, we have 4 eighth notes in a row followed by a half note. A half note is a white note with a stem that gets 2 beats. The eighth notes, the ones that are connected with the line up top or below, these are eighth notes. They get a half of a beat. So we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and that's a long sound. Do it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now in the second line, all the notes are going up in order. Okay, A, B, C sharp, D, E. All of those notes are going up in order. That would be a great place to practice your fourth finger E. All the notes are going up in order. Okay, but before we do that, we're going to go into that first line and let's practice the second measure. You're going from E to a D in eighth notes. That is going to be pretty quick. You have to have your fingers ready to go down, especially if you're working that from an open E string. Okay, let's try it. Just that measure. We have in the second measure E, E, D, C sharp, B. Let's do that again. Open E, E, D, C sharp. And again, my fingers are always really close. They're very, very close to my instrument. So I don't have to take the time to go from all the way over here to here. They're shaped on top of those tapes, ready to go down. So I have again. One more time, and okay, so practice that a few times. That's a little bit tricky right there. Okay, I'm not going to go over the other notes, but I think that you're perfectly capable of doing that at this time, boys and girls. You probably know them very well. I just wanted to go over that, the string crossing right there from E to D. Okay, so here it is, Old English Song from the beginning. 3, 4. So in the second line, I used a fourth finger, but you can use an open string. It's fine. You can use an open string if you like. Okay, here we go. We're going to start at the very, very beginning. 1, 2, ready, and. Here we go. E, D, C sharp, E, A, E, D, C sharp, E. Up in order. Okay, one more time for practice together. Here we go. 1, 2, beginning, and. Okay, and that time I used open E's that last time. So boys and girls, practice, think of good musicianship, put all your notes in order smoothly, legato, the way it's marked at the top of the page. And enjoy playing your instrument. Enjoy making music.